Hi, my name is Midsummer, and today I want to talk about Luca. I like Luca. I watched it like 3 days ago, and it has quickly become one of the movies in my top 10 comfort movies list. And part of the reason of that is the simple plot, it's no high stakes. It's a very simple movie, and it's really carried by its characters, Luca, Guila, and Alberto. The trio of friends are just so compelling, and you're rooting for them all the way through. You really want nothing bad to happen to them. And there's some really nice emotional beats that are like so believable. Like when Alberto gets jealous that Guila and Luca hasn't spent as much time with him because of Luca. I mean, if you've ever been in a friend group and you're like the odd one out, so to speak, then you definitely know how that feels when he reveals himself as a sea monster and Luca denounces him basically. I almost cried. The ending really got me. I think I shed a tear. It was a really sweet movie. It was nice. There's not a whole lot to say about this movie. I like Massimo, Guila's dad. At first, you think he's going to be this guy that has like prejudice against sea monsters, and they're going to have to change him through some impacting thingy, life impacting scenario. But no, he's pretty open. And when he takes Alberto in at the end of the movie, oh, what a works. Ercole at the villain of the whole movie. At the beginning, it's like Ercole is nothing more than an Agbaya, which is a Nigerian way of saying I totally butchered that pronunciation. A Nigerian way of saying that someone who doesn't act the age, someone who's immature. But he's just a dickhead. And it becomes very clear that he's just a one dimensional meanie. And it's strange because in other forms of media, you want your villains to be not necessarily sympathetic, but be nuanced, to have reasons as to why they do what they do. But I found that in Disney villains, apart from like Disney and Pixar villains, apart from the guy from Coco, I forget his name, they don't really work. So he is refreshing because he's evil from evil quotes. He's the antagonist from the beginning, and he's just unapologetically himself, and I really like him. Who else did I like? The cat. The cat was funny. Disney movies always have this like animal character that steals the show, but sometimes they don't really work. Like I guess Olaf falls in this category. Olaf from the Moose from Frozen, but his parts are limited. He's nice. I like the little conflict of Luca wanting to leave his just see the outside world, and it's really nice. It's a really cute movie. I don't really have anything I didn't like about it. I know that there are some things people didn't like. I'll split this up into two categories. What people were expecting and what they didn't like, if that makes any sense. I saw quite a bit of TikTok. People were expecting like a Disney Call Me by Your Name or something like that. I don't know. I don't get what. I guess that's the vibe they got from the trailers, and I'm sure there is a queer reading in this. Like I'm not queer myself, but you can if you want to. It's not hard. It's like it's not on the nose. How do I say this? It's there, and that's the good thing about visual media is that you can interpret something any way you like, and you're probably still gonna be right. So yeah, I think the vibe from the trailers, people thought it would be much more queer centric, tell a queer story. And I mean, if any animation company is going to do that, it's probably Pixar because of their track record with such excellent storytelling. And that brings me to my last point of what people didn't like. They said it didn't feel like a good Pixar movie, that there were no stakes, that the plot was simple, there were no explanations. I mean, we never got an explanation for Toy Story, and that was like 4 movies, but still. And yeah, and to that I just have to say, not every Pixar movie has to be this genre-defining, masterful work of storytelling and animation. By the way, the animation in this film is brilliant, and every frame is wallpaper worthy. Yes, I was like, same before I got sidetracked. Not every Pixar movie has to be like that. Sometimes movies can just be simple and a good time all around, and that's what this movie was, a simple good time. I would probably put this as my favorite sea monster movie, even better than The Little Mermaid. Don't at me. Yeah, I like this movie, and I now want a Vespa.